What's up, guys? This is Pallet Town Smeargle coming at you with a battle I had on Showdown today against just a random person that I found in the battle room using that team that I had mentioned in the discussion video. I was actually going to record a battle on my 3DS, but I left my 3DS in the car, and my fiance is using the car right now, so she has that with her and doesn't know that she has that. Anyways, let's jump right into this. So I go ahead and lead with my Creepy, my Fortress, and he goes with Inferno, so I swap right out. No, I want to take a Fire Punch, go out to Tiny Wings Dragonite. Fire Punch comes in, does about 13%. Thunder Punch does a lot, and he snags the Paralyze, which kind of sucks. That really sucks. I'm way behind the 8-ball now on this. Another Thunder Punch comes in, and I go for Roost, but I get Paralyzed, which kind of seals the deal for Tiny Wings here. Sorry, Tiny Wings, you gotta go. Infernape's gonna take you out. So I go on to my Chewy Scarf Gengar and just hit this thing with a Sludge Bomb because I know it's gonna take it out because Infernape's kind of frail. So out comes Alakazam, and I get right up out because I want to hit it with a Shadow Ball and not Sludge Bomb. So he goes out into Alakazam and Shadow Balls me, which would have been a good play had the Gengar been in, but you know, such is life. And so then he goes for Focus Blast and actually hits. For some reason I stayed in and went for Crunch. I should have definitely swapped out, but oh well. So now I go out to Gengar and I hit this thing with a Shadow Ball, and down it goes. One shot at it. So far, Gengar's been putting in that work. Alright, so his own Tyranitar comes out because my sand is up. He don't get it. Haha, you don't get it. So he Dragon Dances, and I take this opportunity when I switch in. So he Earthquakes, and I go ahead and put up the Stealth Rocks because I don't know, you know, maybe I can get one more layer of hazards up. You know, he's gonna Dragon Dance, which is great. So I go for Spikes, get the Spikes up around his feet, and get some lefties recovery. He goes for Earthquake, and I get one more layer of Spikes up. I decided to go for Toxic Spikes here just in case he goes for another D-Dance, which I'm kind of glad he did because I don't think I'd be able to outspeed this thing with anything if he did. This is pretty much the last worry I have on this team, so I go ahead and go for Focus Blast, knock this thing out, and yeah, so then he goes out here to Vaporeon, and I switch out because I don't want to, you know, risk missing a Focus Blast, and so I go into Oleander here, the Venusaur. Skull comes in, does 20%. He does not get the burn. Thank you, no burn. And I go ahead and Mega Evolve and Leech Seed because you know, like I mentioned in the update video, here's Wish. I'm thinking Protect Toxic. Which he can't really Toxic this thing, but he can still Protect and, you know, just kind of stall me out. So he goes after Bronzong here. I Giga Drain. You know, I kind of have to. He's got two Steel types left on his team. I'm not going to be sitting here going for Sludge Bomb. And Giga Drain is my best bet in case he stays in with Vaporeon. So I Leech Seed this thing up just to get some recovery and residual damage. And he goes for Light Screen. I'm actually going to speed it up right here because it's kind of back and forth. He does some switching. I Leech Seed stuff. Giga Drain. That's like mega resisted because of that Light Screen. He gets his Stealth Rocks up, which don't really play too big of a part. I get some Leech Seed recovery here. He goes out to Skarmory, which like Quad resists this Giga Drain, I think. I think Flying resists it. He sets up a layer of Spikes. I get Leech Seed off on this thing. Spikes don't really matter because my other two Pokemon are Levitators, so it doesn't really go. He Whirlwinds me out into my Latios. I switched up the Azumarill for Latios. I needed Fire, so I have Hidden Power Fire on this Latios, which destroys this thing. He goes out to Vaporeon. Spikes and Stealth Rocks do their job. I switch back out to Oleander, knowing I can take a Scald from this thing and just kind of hoping I don't get the burn, which he doesn't. I'm kind of lucky for that. He goes out to Bronzong, and I set up Leech Seed and miss the Leech Seed. Come on, Oleander. We talked about this. You need to hit your moves. He Gyro Balls me, does a clean, you know, 15%, something like that. I get my Leech Seed back. Giga Drain knocks this thing down. He's going to go ahead and set up his Light Screen. So like I said, I sped it up because it's kind of the same thing. He swaps out into Vaporeon. Vaporeon's going to take a ton of damage from the entry hazards and die to a Giga Drain, which he then sends out his Bronzong and forfeits because he knows he can't really do much here. So all I have to do is switch into Latias and win. So that's going to be it for this one today. Thank you very much for coming out. And that being said, this is Pallet Town Smeargle signing out.